Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Smokester here, back at you with another video. And today we are going to be 1v1ing the man, the myth, the legend, Reaperdoc, man. And I am so excited to have this opportunity. I was so excited to pick his brain and just hang out with him for a little bit before the race. And yeah, without further ado, man. Oh, by the way, we did not hold him to any caps or nothing. I want him to go all out. I want him to do his very best and see how I can hold up against him, man. So without further ado, we will get into it. But no, I don't want you to have any handicaps, man. I want this to be straight up, and I am prepared for the absolute butt kicking that is about to ensue here.
All right, I'm gonna lock in. I'll try to talk though, so I'm not just the average. I don't. Oh, I forgot where to go.
I felt tucked right in already. Oh no. But yes, I told Doc no holding back. I want him to go as hard as he can. So I expect Foley to be lapped a couple times in this race.
Oh, now you're putting pressure on me, man.
You gotta have some sort of pressure on you, man. Otherwise, I've already crashed again, bro. I've already lost the race. You know what I mean? And I'm two corners in. I'll tell you what. I watched a video where you let them lap you and you come back and win, and I could not believe it, man. I was in shock by that. That was wild.
Okay, but don't be fooled, okay? That took me 4 days. Okay, that wasn't like I just booted up a random lobby. That had to be. That was like a special. That was a special lobby, you know. That wasn't. that wasn't. Yeah, that one took a little while. That wasn't that wasn't as organic as it looked, you know. I mean, it was organic, but we had. I don't know. That was a interesting group of people on that one. Oh my gosh.
And when we were in testing just now, Doc ran a 153 and my fastest lap was a 202, so we're not even done with the first lap and you're 17 seconds up on me, Doc.
Hey, you told me to go fast.
I go fast. Heck yeah.
I follow orders.
Yeah, I'm here for it, man. Yeah. See, and now all of a sudden lapping me twice doesn't seem that outlandish.
No. Are you on a 450?
Yeah.
Don't touch your brakes on this track at all. Like, you can just, I think there's only like 1 or 2 corners that you actually need to touch your brakes. And honestly, most of them you don't even really need to let off. You can just kind of just let her do her thing.
He said, don't even let off the gas. I'm over here feathering the throttle. By the way, man, I do just want to thank you for even giving me the time of day, bro.
You're so welcome. It is just... honestly, man, I don't know. I started the content thing really just trying to, like, help the community. And that started with, like, just showing mods off and stuff. And, like, I don't know. And now it's very interesting to be in a position where, like... where I feel like we can help community in other ways, you know, just by, you know, and I'm blessed to be able to do it. This is kind of the whole point of, my gosh, I almost just died, sorry. Kind of the whole point of what I do is just try to, I don't know, be a part of the community. I got away from it a little bit and started focusing on, I don't know, making videos for views, and I'm kind of over it. So I'm really just more trying to be a part of everything.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked to be a part of it.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. Like I said when you joined the call, it was really weird having you in voice chat and like you responding to what I'm saying as opposed to just watching one of your videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's awesome, and I'm honored that you would even consider to 1v1 me. And that's also why I said don't hold back, because like it can be pride, it can be whatever, but at the end of the day, no matter how bad you whoop me, I know that I didn't try to handicap you in any way, you know. So like, yeah, I got beat by 2 minutes by Reaperdoc. Well, what handicaps did you give him? None. Okay, well, that I can feel better about that, you know. So
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to beat that freaking 53, man. I really want a 52, but I don't know. That's really,
you were
you have to be
cooking.
like, you have to be like perfect. I don't understand. Oh, I see, like one little mistake and it's over. That's what's so hard about sand tracks, man. Like you have to be perfect the whole lap. Like if it's a regular dirt track, you can have a mistake and still put in a really fast lap. But sand is like, man, you lose so much time. So
Right.
frustrating.
Yeah, no, sand. I think I enjoy sand because I feel like it has a good way of balancing the lobby out. Oh my gosh, the front
Yeah.
end. But we did a race last night on stream where we did rain with 1.0 deform, and even the fast guys by the end were, it was on Swedish Midsummer Carnage too. So the guys that were
Oh
running
gosh.
53-second laps were running 105s all of a sudden, and
Yeah.
it made it hard for everybody, but it was definitely interesting watching the lobby just slow down.
Yeah, this game is interesting. The game is so fast now. Like back back in the day, beta 16, beta 17, even like I feel like the bikes they're a lot harder to control, and the
Right.
game is like a lot harder in general. And so like I don't know, it was just different. And now like the bikes are so good, and like the bikes have been out for a while without like some changes, so like people are building tracks around these bikes,
Yep.
and I don't know, it's very fast, and so it is interesting whenever you can. I was on this track earlier and somebody was running 7.7 E-road, which was disgusting,
That's
but
wild.
it was low-key kind of fun because it wasn't just like you weren't just wide open around the whole track.
Right. I'll tell you what, that actually, back to that topic, it actually makes me nervous for what they do. Because I've thought about this a couple times, but what they do with the bikes, like, okay, people think these are too fast with too good a traction. Well, now if the OEM team goes and changes that, so many people have released paid tracks around these bikes. Are those paid tracks going to be unplayable after that, if they happen
Yeah.
to change the OEM so much? Because it's like now they're spending money on tracks, so now you kind of can't backtrack too much on the progress that they've made on the bikes, you know what I mean? Because then
Yeah,
you run the risk of ruining the paid side of things.
that's always been something that I've really I guess like one of my biggest complaints about the game was that, and I don't know, it's a good thing because the bikes and stuff are advancing a lot and like getting better. Like, don't get me wrong, they're definitely better than they were, but exactly what you just said, like we've been building tracks and paid tracks and all kinds of stuff around these bikes for a year now, and every
Yeah.
time they update the bikes, like it makes tracks almost obsolete. Like you go back and you ride 2022 outdoor tracks, dog, like
Yeah.
those tracks were so hard when we had those bikes, and now like you can just don't have to let off, and they're so easy now.
And I actually, and also, like the video I did on the 316 compound, once you get going, the traction's fine. But when you crash trying to get going again, it's like you're on ice.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Also, great minds on that video, by the way. I was literally like, that was on my list of videos to make. Was that 316 compound?
was it really?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
actually went back and was playing it and was like, oh, this track's a W.
yeah. I love that track, man. I really do. And it's crazy because I didn't know that Q and Fuela made it.
I didn't know that either until I watched your video, and I was like, yo, like
Yeah.
what? Like he's come a long way. I thought Pelster made that, to be honest, but
Yeah, and then so like that track came out, like I said in my video, right when I first started playing the game. So I didn't know track creators at that time. So I guess I didn't
right.
really pay attention to who made it. But yeah, Fuela made it, and Fuela's a really good guy, man, and he's been making so much progress on his tracks.
Yeah, his tracks are so underrated.
I know, man. Like that Moreno's MX, I totally thought like, oh, this is free. Like this is gonna be like the next countryside, and I just don't see it in servers, and I'm like, why? It's so good. You're a minute 5 up. I haven't been lapped yet. That was my goal, actually. Is just not to be lapped.
I don't think I can. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm definitely not going to, especially with that crash. This is the last lap for me. I don't think it's nowhere getting near you.
If I don't get lapped, man, that's a W in my opinion, bro. It's the small victories.
I'm really sad though. I made a really big mistake on my second lap or my third lap. I lost like 1.5 in the first sector, and then I went 0.9 faster in the third sector. So I could almost run a 51. Oh my god. Okay. Well, now I got a hot lap this track.
And we just talked about how you were done hot lapping for a minute. Yeah. Lil Mel got the best of you.
Though, that's why, like, I was thinking about making a video on this because people always want to know, like, aren't you bored of this? You know, I have so many hours in the game, and like, of course, there are some days I really don't want to play MX bikes, but like, I'm also just so addicted to like improving, like against myself, you know, that this game is like the most dangerous thing for me because it's like, man, okay, I feel like I got 210s in me. I'll sit there and I'll play for another 2 hours just trying to get the 210s. That means nothing to anybody other than me, you know.
Yep. I totally get the allure behind that because this morning, after my friend Nazwad told my other friend Up Too Late, you know, grind Valhalla and you will get better. And I hopped on there out of stream with Up Too Late, and he ended up, his power went out, so he had to get off. But at that time, I had ran a 2 minute and 5 second lap, and I was like, I know I can get under 2 minutes. I know it. And I sat there for 3 hours until I finally got under 2 minutes, and it was like 1:59. And then something in my brain was like, you can go faster here. And then I'm like, I wanted to keep going, but at that time it's like 8:30 a.m. and I needed to go to bed, you know. I was just like, oh my gosh. But that is like the most addicting part of the game for me, is just how good it feels when you do a really good lap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
grinding hot laps and just trying to beat times. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm in a public lobby or any lobby and I don't want the race to start because I want to beat this person's lap time, you know.
Yeah.
Duck. Man, a minute 18, bro. I didn't get lapped. I am thoroughly impressed by that. So, and I feel good because I didn't hold you back at all, man. I didn't hold you back.
It would have been a lot. Those first 2 crashes threw you off a little bit, I think, and then you would have been good after that.
I definitely got a little more relaxed. I was in my head for sure there for a second. So, but once again, man, I really appreciate you giving me the time of day and you know, just having the opportunity to pick your brain a little bit before we raced, man. Because if you guys are still watching at this point, Doc sat in a call with me for. We've been in a call for the last 2 hours now, and we just been talking, and very good guy. I know if you're watching my channel, you're probably already subscribed to him, but if not, go check out Reaperdoc, man. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all of that good stuff, man. Very good guy, very W guy, man.
Much love, dude. Thank you.
No problem, man. Well, I think that's going to do it for us today, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.